welcome back. Being a Flying Figure here, and as we continue our 80s nostalgia cartoons, and this time it is He-Man. Now, I've had this He-Man before, part of the Revelations Netflix TV series, and I had it when it first came out. I had that one, and I couldn't get my hands on Skeletor. At the time, was the only ones that I wanted, but I ended up picking up Skelegod, and I was like, just like any other figure like G.I. Joe I did at that time, when the Classified, when it came out, I was like, I'm still going to stick with the Western. So I just put it to the side. I wasn't going to really get into it. I ended up like selling them out. But I'm trying to now, recently, if you've seen one of my other recent videos, I'm trying to build back at least a shelf of 80s cartoons, some of my favorite, in action figure form, obviously. And, He-Man, I mean, that's 80s right there. That G.I. Joe, He-Man, Thundercats, Silverhawks, Voltron. I mean, those right now are the core figures that I've been hunting down. I got myself already on a Silverhawk, Quicksilver. I've got 2 versions of Lino. Still thinking about that. Voltron. It's just, obviously I got plenty of G.I. Joes, if you've seen from all my videos. And now I got He-Man. So I decided to get these only because also I got a good deal on them. I think I ended up paying overall like $30 for both. I got them both, one for $15, one for $14, whatever tax, whatever, a little bit, $30 whatever. So I'm glad I did that because, I get to add one, and they're good looking ones. So I do have, let me put it this way, a box somewhere in the closet of, toys. The retro looks that they got back a few years ago when Mattel started doing those. And I got a pretty good line. I've got Man-at-Arms. I mean, I got He-Mans. I got Skeletor. I got a good, I don't have them all, but I have a good, I think about 8 or 9 of them. So, and those I'm keeping them on the card. I usually am not a box collector, but those I'm keeping on the card. But it's good that I finally got my hands on these, and I'm going to add to that shelf once I get it all together. And I get all the ones I want from the 80s. I still, there's a few of them that I'm thinking about, but these are going to be the core. These are going to be the start of it. And so, anyway, without further ado, I am going to get open these Masterverse figures from the Netflix show. I got He-Man and Battle Armor He-Man. So, as we do here on the channel, I'm going to get these figures out of the box, and I will be right back. All right, now the figures are out of the packaging, and we will quickly go over the accessories. And I know these are a long time. These have been out for a while. The Battle Armor may be recent, but it should be several months that it's been away. And obviously the Revelations is a couple of years ago. But getting them back, checking the difference between both of them is basically what I'm doing here today. And just open them up, doing a video for me. So that's just for me. So anyway, now the Revelations He-Man, which is the one without obviously the Battle Armor, the first one, does come with an extra set of hands. And of course, he has one fist and an open hand to grab the shield with. Of course, he's got the He-Man shield, very reminiscent of the 80s cartoon. And of course, the Sword of Grayskull. This one here is very nice. And again, for the time that it was, when this was made, when these were produced, it looks pretty good. So, and I know recently some of the newer ones might look a little bit better, but this is what we had at that time, and still look good looking sword, so it holds up pretty well. And of course, I'm actually going to be using this sword, believe it or not, with the Battle Armor one, because I think that He-Man looks pretty good. And he looks a little taller too, as you can see. And of course, now the Battle Armor He-Man does come with an extra set of fists. And then of course, he's got the grip hands. He does come with the damage plate, which is a little bummed because I would have liked if they would have been able to do what, but I guess they would have had to be a non-removable. Now this armor is removable, so it would have been, there was no way they were able to do the flip on it. Like I remember when these came out in the 80s or whatever they made them, back in the day, you will hit the armor right at the edge, and it will flip the damage on it. But here you just have the removable plates. I mean, it still works good for photography and stuff. And then of course he does have his He-Man harness that goes around, so it is removable. And then he doesn't have a sword, but they gave him the axe, which I think also that particular figure, the retro back in the day when it was first made, he also had an axe. And this one has a little bit of a wear and tear from battle armor, scuffs and marks on it, which is actually pretty good. Now, they've come a long way. Now, for those of you wondering, if Mattel is going to go back to 6-inch or if he's going to do 7-inch and continue the McFarlane thing, this is what a 7-inch Mattel figures are. I mean, they've been doing it for a long time. Here's another 7-inch figure. So I think they pretty much nailed the figures that they do in 7-inch. So I hope that they do continue it. There's a lot of people, it'd be good to have them in a 6-inch line. To pair him up with a couple of the marbles and stuff. But if he's going to continue with the 7, I think he'll be all right, because this is what the 7 inches and he does. Now, as a side, the difference, obviously, this is more cartoonish. You got that nice yellow hue from the cartoons on the skin tone. Basically what the cartoons would look like. They went all out for that. The articulation's pretty good. It is pinless, so I know they can do pinless. Mostly all the wrestlers are right now, they've been pinless for a while now too. So there should be no question as when they do get DC if they're going to have any pinless, any pin, because they've all gone pinless for a long, long time. Now the color on it, obviously, it's the cartoon look, so this is going to be a lot more into the back. This is basically the one I wanted. The skin tone looks a lot better. You can pair it up a lot better with the figures on the shelf. Obviously, with this not, it is removable, and with it not flipping up, which was like, that was the thing about it back in the day. You'll be able to damage the front and then flip it open. I'm not going to be posing it with this. I'm definitely going to be putting his little harness here, because I think this figure looks really good with it. It's got a lot of texture on the chest. What they're trying to go for, it looks a lot different. Oh, it is the same sculpt, just a different color. I thought there might be a little bit of improvement, but it is the same one. So we're not going to go over that. You guys have seen those before. But I think that this figure here with the look on it, if I can eventually get that little harness on there too, maybe I'll swip it out for the one that's already stretched out. It should be up. I think I got it. There we go. There we go. So, and then he's got that good articulation. Yep, he's got the same articulation like McFarlane. They don't have that flip, whatever, with the little weird looking waistbands. He does have the boot and thigh cut. But yeah, it looks good. Both of them, yeah, same figure. Nice looking figure. I mean, the colors on it are a lot better. I like the boots on this one here, but and then the mane here, this little fur over the underwear, whatever, it looks a lot better. And that was unexpected, how easy that hand came out. But the face, this one has the better face and the skin tone overall. So I'm definitely going to be borrowing his sword with him and stealing, I don't know, maybe just pairing up with the axe too. But and then he's got that same protector on the wrist there. Again, better. They did it much better this time around. So yeah, I mean, you can tell a difference of a couple of years. They've done a great job. And then, of course, this is part of that Revolution TV show, Revolutions. And they've done it much better. And again, the face sculpt, this one here, it's a happy-go-lucky. But this one here, I like that more serious tone on this one here. But this is great. Like now, I got the Silverhawks. I got, again, Lionel. I'll be unboxing those soon. I got a couple Joes I'm going to put on that shelf also. And I've been debating Voltron, man. I've seen it a lot on Target. I just seen the green and the black line. I haven't seen the red line anywhere, and I've tried looking for it at different places, and they've all sold out. But, oh, man, if I can get my hands on all 5, maybe, who knows, justify, I don't know. They have to go down in price somehow, because that will be the kicker. I'll do a shelf with the lines in the back and all of these in the front. That would be amazing if I can get my hands on that. But, yeah, this is much better. I wonder if I can, again, I'm not a customizer, but, oh, no, it wouldn't matter because, obviously, it would be great to have this darker brown on this figure, but I just don't like the belt. That belt there, it looks so cartoonish. This one here looks a lot better. I mean, obviously, they're both cartoon, but that one just looks better. So, obviously, it's going to be, this is the one I'm going to be taking with the sword. Not going to use that because it also doesn't really match pretty good with the figure. But I'll definitely be posing it with these two. So this is a nice looking figure. he's gonna look great. And again, I mean, doesn't look too bad next to the Marvel Legends Deluxes and stuff. So yeah, I can't wait. And you know, it take me a while, so bear with me. I will definitely have the shelf together. I'm gonna get all my figures together. I got a lot of cleaning and moving around where I'm gonna be putting in the room. So it's still a lot of work, and I've been working a lot. So, but bear with me. I will be displaying my videos soon in the next couple of months or so, maybe sooner. Just need some time. I'm probably gonna take some time off just from work, just so I can concentrate on it. And I need a rest from work too, anyway. So, but anyway, guys, there you have it. Quick video of He-Man. This is a great figure. This is one I had before. Oh, it's actually loose, but this new updated version, it looks really good. And hey, just steal the sword from him, put it on this one, and you will be all set. And I mean, it just looks great. It looks really, really good. So anyway, thank you for bearing with me for this quick video. As always, thank you for your support. Continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. I will see you later.